Welcome back to News 3 Today. The presidential primary is coming up, and Chatham County officials want to make sure voters are comfortable with the changes at the ballot box. Antoine Lang is a member of the Chatham County Board of Elections. He joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Well, no problem. This is a big change for folks because for weeks you've been doing workshops explaining to folks that the way that they vote will be a little different than before.
Right. It's going to be a little different than the last time they voted last year, right? So they're going to be able to use these new Dominion voting machines that our state legislature has budgeted for and bought and paid for. And these new machines have some extra steps, so to say. Now that you not only get to pick your person on your actual ballot, you get to print it and see and verify and make sure before it's counted. And once you do that, you take it over to the scanner, and then your vote is counted.
And we're taking a look at some video on how that process actually works. Now, this is something that's being done in all 159 counties across the state.
Correct. All the counties, and we're one of those states that have the entire system. Our entire voting system is very uniform, so every county is using the exact same system.
And some folks may ask, why is this necessary? Why are we doing this?
Well, I think that many of our legislators listened, and many of the people who are behind the scenes, Secretary of States and all those individuals listened to the citizens who said they wanted an extra security measure. So an extra piece like a paper ballot to actually physically see what it is that I picked and to make sure that it was actually correct. So this new system gives the ability to not only, it gives quite a few verifying opportunities. You verify when you first choose your individuals on your ballot, and then you verify before you print it. You verify when you print it, and you can verify again once you get to the scanner to make sure that the things that you chose weren't switched or in any way.
Because we know, not only in Georgia, but across the country, that voter suppression is real.
It is, and I think that it's incumbent upon not only us as elected officials, but the community at large. It's incumbent upon all of us to make sure that we do everything we possibly can to eliminate any boundaries to someone's ability to exercise their fundamental right in this country, and that's to vote.
And you know what, that leads me to my next question, because recently you entered into a partnership with Sheriff Wilcher.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I was very honored to be able to have a relationship with Sheriff Wilcher. That one day I called him up and I said, hey, are you busy? This was about a year ago. And I was thinking, because I was sitting on the side of my bed, and sitting on the side of my bed is a very dangerous thing because I do a lot of great thinking at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on the side of my bed. And I was thinking, man, I wonder if those individuals who have been incarcerated, who may not know and who have not been convicted of a felony, whether they can vote or not. And so I knew from being involved in NAACP that members of the NAACP like Ms. Linda Carter and Mr. Shinholster have been going out to the jail, and I wanted to make sure that that continued. And as an elected official with this platform, I wanted to make sure that people, no matter what circumstance they may find themselves in, bad things happen to good people sometimes, and all of us can end up in that situation at some point. And I wanted to make sure those individuals were not forgotten. So I called him up and we sat down and we had a great conversation. He was ecstatic and very honored that I even came to him with the idea. And I think that in many instances, in this political environment we're in, it's a great thing that I'm not only a Democrat and he's not only a Republican, but we also have seen past that. And we've made sure that the protection of people's rights are put forth before any politics are involved. And so he's allowing third-party individuals such as the NAACP, Women League of Voters, nonpartisan organizations to come in and register inmates and just to make sure that they're counted and they have the ability to vote.
All right, Antoine Lang will make that the final word. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay with us. We'll be back with a final check of your forecast.